I found an auto face tracking tripod on Amazon for $49. Does this really work? Let's find out. Welcome to Dads and Tech Reviews, where I help you work smarter, not harder. I review everyday items you might find on Amazon and other websites and review them for you so you don't have to review them. And you can get an honest opinion right here at Dads In. So anyway, today I found this auto face tracking tripod for your phone. And this is on Amazon for $49.99. I'm going to leave a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. I'll also leave a link down in the description to everything I'm using, from lighting to camera equipment to my microphone and everything I got in here. You guys can just check out all my gear down below. Just click those links. You can check them out. The brand of this one is called Ice Meal. I think that's how you might say that. Anyhow, let's talk about what's good, and then let's talk about what's bad about this. So first off, this is easy to use. It has a built-in auto face tracking itself, so you don't have to download any apps. You don't have to do anything to your phone. Just literally put your phone on there, and there's a built-in sensor there that's actually going to be tracking your face in the actual unit itself. I think it's pretty darn smart, because who wants to download another app? We already have so many apps on our phone. It's getting exhausting anyway. You don't have to download any apps. Just put it on and bam, it tracks your face. It's very lightweight. You charge it with a USB-C, so it's going to charge a little bit faster. And this can fit up to an iPhone 14 Pro Max. That's what we threw into this, and it worked just fine, and it can use even bigger is what the specs say, but it did just fine with the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I also didn't even take it out of the case, the protection case of the phone. It still was able to handle all that weight. Obviously, because of the size, it's portable. You can take this wherever you want. Just make sure it's charged before you go out. They say it does last up to 10 hours worth of use. Haven't had to use it for 10 hours, so couldn't tell you if it actually lasts 10 hours or not. As you can see from the videos here, we got the white model. There is a black model as well. It has the black with the gray highlights on it. So where you see the gray, it's still gray, but basically just switch out the white with the black, and there you go. Now let's talk about the auto tracking itself, because that's probably what you're worried about. Does it actually work, right? I mean, for $49, is this going to really work? Okay, I will say this right off the bat. Probably not going to work for if you're dancing around and going crazy. On Amazon, it says you can film dancing. It doesn't track that well. However, it actually performed pretty darn well for just basic movements. I mean, facial movements, hand movements, walking around a kitchen. Maybe you're doing a cooking show. Maybe you want to just kind of show yourself walking through the kitchen, right? It actually surprisingly did well with that. As long as your movements aren't crazy fast, I mean, as long as you're not, bouncing around, it worked really darn well. Also, the smart gestures to get this thing to start and stop actually work pretty good as well. That's surprising. I mean, this is $49, guys. This is the cool thing about technology today. Things that we never thought could be used, or actually we could do, we're doing, and we're doing it at a pretty darn good price point too. As far as easy to use, this is about as easy as it's going to get. It's one button, turn it on, and then you use your hand gestures to stop and start. I mean, it's really that easy. I think the major selling point for this item is the price point. This is under $50, guys. For under $50, you're getting this tracker, this auto face tracker that actually does a very good job. Now, are there other ones on the market that are going to do a better job? Yes, there are, for sure. I know that for sure. However, for $50, if you're just going to be doing something where you're going to be sitting in front of a camera like this, or you're going to be doing a cooking show, or you want to showcase, like you're going to come over here and grab something and you want to showcase it, things of that nature, dude, this is incredible price. I do want to mention, though, there were a few glitches on the face tracking. There was just a couple times where it didn't sense the movement, and it just kind of was a little sluggish, slow, if you want to say, on that face tracking. But for the most part, about 90% to 95% of the time, it did a great job. Now it's time for the star rating, and all of my star ratings are out of 5, 1 through 5. And the way that I do this is basically the price versus the value of the item, right? So if I'm going to pay for a $300 face tracking thing, I expect it to perform perfectly. This is for $49. My expectations are for a $49 auto face tracking item. So I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 stars. And the reason I give it 4 out of 5 and not 5 out of 5 is simply for the fact that there were a few glitches in there. It's a little bit sluggish at times, and that can be annoying to somebody. Okay. But I mean, is this a useful product? Absolutely, this is a useful product for $49. If you're on a budget and you're like, man, I need something to do some auto face tracking stuff like this for $40, I mean, it's really going to be a hard price to beat. So is it the best auto face tracking item tripod of all time? No, it's not. But is it worth $49? Yes, it is. We've been using this now for about a month, and it's been in the kitchen, it's been in the office, and it's still working just fine. No issues, very durable, not having any issues with durability with this one. Don't forget, if you want to learn more about this autoface tracking tripod, link is down in the description. All you need to do is click that and you'll learn more about it. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for being here, and go watch this video right over here.